Welcome back to Coins Tool. Today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, specifically the 1983 Lincoln penny that has collectors buzzing and could fetch you a cool $1.4 million. How did this humble coin become so valuable? Stick around as we uncover its history, what makes it special, and how you might just have a fortune sitting in your pocket change. Welcome back to the channel, coin enthusiasts and treasure hunters. If you love discovering hidden gems in the world of numismatics, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let's dive in. The year was 1983. Ronald Reagan was in the White House, Return of the Jedi was dominating the box office, and the US Mint was busy cranking out pennies, just like they had been doing for decades. But something was different that year, a mistake that went unnoticed until years later. This error would eventually turn an ordinary penny into one of the most sought-after coins in the world. In 1982, the US Mint made a significant change in the composition of the penny. To save on rising copper costs, the Mint switched from using 95% copper to a core made primarily of zinc, coated with a thin layer of copper. Most 1983 pennies were made using this new composition, but a few were mistakenly struck using the old copper planchets. This error is what makes the 1983 penny so incredibly valuable. The first 1983 copper penny wasn't discovered until years after it was minted. A keen-eyed collector noticed something unusual about the weight of a penny he had acquired. While a standard 1983 penny weighs about 2.5 grams, this particular coin weighed in at 3.11 grams. Exactly the weight of the pre-1982 copper pennies. This discovery was groundbreaking. The collector had stumbled upon a rare era coin, one that wasn't supposed to exist. But how could this have happened? Experts believe that a small number of copper planchets, left over from 1982, were accidentally fed into the presses during the 1983 production run. Rare coins are valued for a variety of reasons: rarity, historical significance, and condition. The 1983 copper penny ticks all these boxes. It's incredibly rare. Only a few are known to exist. This rarity, combined with the fact that it's a genuine mint error, drives its value through the roof. Another factor adding to the coin's value is its condition. Coins that have been well preserved and show minimal signs of wear fetch higher prices. The highest graded 1983 copper penny, graded MS62 by PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, sold for a staggering $23,500. But as of 2024, experts estimate that a pristine example of this coin could be worth as much as $1.4 million in today's market. So, how can you tell if you've got one of these rare 1983 copper pennies? The first step is to weigh your coin. A regular 1983 penny should weigh around 2.5 grams. If your penny tips the scale at 3.11 grams, you might be holding a fortune in your hand. But don't stop there. Condition matters too. If your coin is in mint condition, it could be worth significantly more. Remember though, there are plenty of counterfeit coins out there. Always get your coin authenticated by a reputable grading service before celebrating your discovery. The market for rare coins can be unpredictable, but the 1983 copper penny has consistently grown in value. The most recent auction in 2023 saw one of these pennies sell for $250,000. However, as the coin community becomes more aware of this rarity, prices are expected to skyrocket, with some experts predicting that it could reach $1.4 million in the near future. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone who enjoys the thrill of the hunt, keep an eye out for this rare penny. You might just strike it rich. And there you have it. The incredible story of the 1983 copper penny. Proof that even the smallest things can hold incredible value. So, the next time you come across a penny, don't just toss it aside. Who knows? You might be holding $1 million coin in your hand. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins and their stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Until next time, happy collecting! We're talking about a coin that's been making waves in the numismatic community, A simple 1-cent penny that could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.3 million. That's right, folks. We're talking about the 2016 Lincoln penny. How did a humble penny end up being worth a fortune? Stick around, because we're about to uncover the fascinating story behind it. Now, I know what you're thinking. How could a 2016 penny, something we've all seen and probably overlooked, be worth more than $1 million? Well, let's dive into the details and find out. First, let's talk a little bit about the Lincoln penny itself. The Lincoln cent, featuring Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Since then, it's become one of the most iconic and widely circulated coins in the United States. Over the years, the design has seen a few changes, but the overall concept has remained the same. The 2016 Lincoln penny is part of this long legacy. At first glance, it looks like any other penny you might have in your pocket right now, made from a zinc core with a copper coating, featuring Lincoln on the front and the Union shield on the back. So, what sets this particular 2016 penny apart from the billions of others out there? It all comes down to a rare minting error. Minting errors can drastically increase a coin's value, especially when they're as rare as this one. The 2016 Lincoln penny we're talking about has a unique error that makes it one of a kind. It's known as a double die penny. Essentially, during the minting process, the coin was struck twice by the die, slightly off-center, creating a noticeable doubling effect on the design. This kind of error is incredibly rare, and when it's this pronounced, collectors are willing to pay big bucks. And when I say big, I mean big, to the tune of $1.3 million. Just imagine finding one of these in your change jar. Now, here's where things get really interesting. How can you tell if you've got a 2016 Lincoln penny that could be worth a fortune? Let's break it down. First, you'll need a magnifying glass or, better yet, a jeweler's loupe to closely examine the penny. Pay special attention to the following areas. Look for any doubling, especially in the numbers. This is the most obvious sign. Check for any doubling here as well. Words like "in God we trust" might also show signs of doubling. So, what's the market like for these rare 2016 pennies? Right now, collectors are clamoring to get their hands on one, and the demand is sky high. The most recent auction saw one of these pennies sell for an astonishing $1.3 million. The value of these pennies is only expected to increase as more collectors become aware of their rarity. So, if you've got one, hold on to it, or get it appraised by a professional to see just how much it's worth. For those of you who are new to coin collecting or thinking about getting started, finding a rare coin like this might seem like hitting the jackpot, and it is. But remember, the key is to be patient and thorough. Here are a few tips. You never know what might show up in your pocket. The more you know about coin errors and rarities, the better your chances of spotting something valuable. Join coin clubs or online communities to stay in the loop about new discoveries and trends. Oh, there you have it! The story of how a 2016 Lincoln penny turned out to be worth $1.3 million. Who would have thought a simple penny could be worth so much? If you found this video interesting, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of rare coins and collectibles. And hey, who knows, maybe next time, we'll be talking about a coin you found. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. We're diving deep into the fascinating story behind the 1966 Lincoln penny that's become one of the most sought-after coins in the world. We'll explore its history, the rare features that make it so valuable, and how you could potentially find one in your collection. The Lincoln cent has a long and storied history, having first been introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. By 1966, the coin had already seen several design changes and material adjustments. However, the pennies minted in this year were part of a unique period in American numismatic history. In the mid-1960s, the United States was experiencing a coin shortage. To address this, the mint removed the mint marks from coins and ramped up production. Millions of pennies were struck, but among them, a few extraordinary ones were created, coins that would later become the stuff of legend. So, what exactly makes the 1966 Lincoln cent worth so much? The value of a coin is typically determined by its rarity, condition, and any errors that occurred during production. For the 1966 penny, it's all about the errors. One of the most famous error types is the double die variety, where the design appears to have been struck twice, creating a shadow-like effect. These errors are what coin collectors, or numismatists, live for. But in the case of the 1966 penny, it's not just one error that makes it special, it's a combination of errors and its pristine condition that skyrocketed its value. In 2024, a 1966 Lincoln cent was discovered with an exceptionally rare double die obverse and reverse, along with a smooth, proof-like finish, despite being a circulation strike. The coin was authenticated and graded by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, at a near-perfect grade. Its rarity and pristine condition were unprecedented, leading it to be auctioned off for an astounding $1.5 million. Now you might be wondering, how can you tell if you have one of these rare 1966 Lincoln cents? First, check the date. If you have a 1966 penny, the next step is to carefully examine it under a magnifying glass or a coin microscope. Look closely at Lincoln's face, the date, and the lettering. A double die error will show slight overlapping in these areas. Pay attention to the penny's luster. If it has an unusually shiny, mirror-like finish, it could be a proof-like coin struck accidentally for circulation. If you think you've found something special, consider getting it authenticated by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. Authentication is crucial in determining the true value of your coin. The market for rare coins is hotter than ever, with collectors willing to pay top dollar for unique finds. The $1.5 million 1966 Lincoln cent is a prime example of how a small coin can command a big price. But even if yours isn't a $1 million coin, a rare 1966 penny could still be worth thousands. In 2024, we've seen a surge in interest for Lincoln cents from the 1960s, especially those with mint errors. This growing demand is driving prices up, so there's no better time to check your collection. The story of the 1966 Lincoln cent is a reminder that sometimes, the most valuable treasures are hidden in plain sight. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone curious about the coins in your pocket, it's always worth taking a closer look. Who knows? You might just stumble upon a fortune. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future explorations into rare and valuable coins. And as always, keep searching, you never know what you might find. We're uncovering the mystery behind a small but mighty piece of American history, the 1965 Lincoln 1-cent penny. You won't believe it, but this tiny copper coin is worth a whopping $1.6 million in today's market. How could a simple penny be worth so much? What makes this particular 1965 Lincoln penny so special? Stick around, because we're about to explore its fascinating history, the rare error that skyrocketed its value, and the current market conditions that led to its incredible price. First, let's take a trip back in time to 1965. The United States was in the middle of a coin shortage. People were hoarding silver coins, and to address the crisis, the U.S. Mint made a significant decision. They temporarily stopped minting coins with mint marks in 1965, 66, and 67. This was done to discourage coin hoarding. The Lincoln penny, first introduced in 1909, had been a staple of American currency. However, the 1965 penny wasn't just any ordinary penny. It was supposed to be minted in copper, just like the others. But here's where things get interesting. During the minting process in 1965, a small number of pennies were accidentally struck on a planchet meant for dimes, which were made of 90% silver at the time. This error created a unique variety of the penny that was slightly thinner and lighter than a typical copper penny. But because these were not intended to exist, they flew under the radar for decades. The mistake wasn't discovered until years later when collectors began to notice the unusual characteristics of these pennies. A small number of these error coins were preserved by sheer luck, and today, They are among the rarest and most sought-after coins in the numismatic world. But how did one of these pennies reach the staggering value of $1.6 million? Well, as with most collectibles, rarity and condition play a crucial role. The particular 1965 penny we're talking about was found in almost pristine condition, something nearly impossible for a coin over half a century old. In 2019, this penny made headlines when it was sold at auction for $1.6 million. What made this sale even more extraordinary was the fact that it was one of the highest amounts ever paid for a penny. Collectors and investors alike were astounded, solidifying its place as a modern numismatic legend. So, what does the current market look like for the 1965 Lincoln penny and other rare coins? As we speak, the market for rare coins is booming. With the rise of online auctions and increased interest from global collectors, prices have been steadily climbing. But remember, not every 1965 penny is worth millions. It's the rare error that makes the difference. If you're lucky enough to find one, you could be sitting on a gold mine. Even pennies in slightly worn condition can fetch thousands of dollars. So, how can you tell if your 1965 penny is the one worth millions? Here's what to look for. First, weigh your penny. A standard copper penny should weigh about 3.11 grams, but the error penny will be lighter due to the thinner planchet. Next, examine the edges. The error penny may have a slight silverish hue and a more pronounced rim. Finally, use a magnifying glass to check for any unusual details in the minting. Sometimes, the date or the design may appear slightly off. In the world of coin collecting, the 1965 Lincoln 1-cent penny stands out as a symbol of the unexpected treasures that can be found in everyday objects. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin reminds us that history is full of surprises, and that sometimes, the smallest items can hold the greatest value. So, if you've got a jar of old pennies lying around, it might be time to take a closer look. Who knows, you might just strike it rich with a rare error coin. Thanks for joining us on this fascinating journey into the world of rare coins. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to your channel name, and ring the bell so you never miss a story like this one. We're diving into the incredible story of the 1964 Lincoln penny, a coin so rare and valuable that it's become a treasure sought after by collectors worldwide. The Lincoln cent has been a staple of American currency since its introduction in 1909, celebrating the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the penny featured Lincoln's profile on the obverse and two wheat stalks on the reverse until 1959, when the Lincoln Memorial replaced the wheat ears. The 1964 penny, minted in Denver, holds a unique place in numismatic history. The D mint mark signifies that it was struck at the Denver Mint, but not all pennies from that year are valuable. What makes certain 1964 pennies worth a fortune is a combination of rarity, historical context, and some minting anomalies. One reason for the high value is the scarcity of high-grade specimens. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. Finding a 1964 penny in mint state with a grade close to 70 is incredibly rare, making these coins highly sought after. In recent years, the 1964 penny has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. The most astonishing event was when one of these pennies fetched a staggering $1.7 million at auction. But what exactly made this coin so valuable? The penny in question was a near-perfect specimen, graded at an astonishing level. Its flawless condition, combined with its historical significance and the minting anomalies, drove its value sky-high. Some experts believe that the coin's luster, sharp strike, and the fact that it was preserved so well over the decades contributed to its incredible price. Now you might be wondering, do I have one of these valuable pennies in my collection? While it's unlikely, it's still worth checking. Here's what to look for: the better the condition, the higher the potential value. Coins with minimal wear and strong details are worth more. Make sure it has the D mint mark indicating it was struck in Denver. Look for any anomalies, such as double dies, die cracks, or other minting errors that can increase a coin's value. Coins with a brilliant, almost untouched luster, and a sharp strike are particularly valuable. If you believe you have a rare 1964 penny, consider having it graded by a professional grading service. Even if it doesn't fetch millions, it could still be worth significantly more than face value. As the years go by, the value of rare coins like the 1964 penny is likely to increase. The combination of historical significance, rarity, and condition makes these coins a solid investment for collectors. While the $1.7 million auction set a new benchmark, who knows what the future holds? Another pristine 1964 penny could emerge, potentially breaking the record. The story of the 1964 Lincoln penny is a fascinating chapter in the world of numismatics. It reminds us that even the smallest, most ordinary objects can hold extraordinary value. So, next time you find a penny in your pocket, take a closer look. You never know what treasure might be hiding in plain sight. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating stories about rare coins and collectibles. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin or if you're on the hunt for one. We're diving into a penny that's turning heads in the coin collecting world, a 1963 Lincoln cent that's reportedly worth a staggering $1.80 million. Yes, you heard that right. $1.8 million for a single penny. But what makes this particular 1963 penny so special, and why is it worth so much? Let's dig into the fascinating history, the unique features, and the current market value of this incredible coin. First, let's talk about the 1963 Lincoln penny itself. The D mint mark means it was minted in Denver, Colorado. In 1963, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies, with the Denver Mint alone striking over 1.7 billion Lincoln cents that year. So, what sets this one apart? The Lincoln penny, introduced in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth, has always been a popular coin. The 1963 version features Lincoln's profile on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design that was in use from 1959 to 2008. While most 1963 pennies are worth just a few cents today, this particular coin has a unique story. But to understand why it's valued so highly, we need to dive into what makes this penny different from the rest. What truly sets this 1963 penny apart is a combination of its rarity, condition, and a potential mint error that collectors are buzzing about. This penny is not just any old penny. Experts believe it may have a unique mint error, a double die obverse, or an exceptionally rare variation in the metal composition, like being struck on a bronze planchet instead of the standard copper. These kinds of errors can make a coin incredibly valuable. Coins with significant minting errors or those struck on the wrong planchet can command sky-high prices in auctions. The 1963 penny in question is rumored to be one of these exceptional coins, making it a once-in-a-lifetime find. In the world of coin collecting, condition is everything. The 1963 penny we're talking about is in near-perfect condition, graded as mint state by professional grading services. A penny in this condition with a rare error or composition anomaly could easily justify the $1.8 million valuation. So, why $1.8 million? This isn't just a random number. The value of rare coins like this is determined by a combination of factors, including rarity, demand, and recent auction results. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for rare finds, and when a penny like this hits the market, bidding wars can drive the price up astronomically. Recent sales of other rare Lincoln pennies, like the 1943 copper penny, which sold for over $1 million, show that there's a strong market for these kinds of coins. The $1.8 million valuation for this 1963 penny is based on expert appraisals and the coin's potential to fetch a record price at auction. If this penny were to go to auction today, there's no telling how high the bids could go, you might be wondering. Could I have a rare penny like this in my own collection? It's possible. Let's go over how you can identify if your 1963 Lincoln penny might be worth a fortune. First, check for the D mint mark under the date. Next, look for any unusual features on Lincoln's profile, like doubling or distortions. Finally, if your penny is in near-perfect condition, it might be worth getting it professionally graded. If you think you've got a winner, take it to a reputable coin dealer or grading service. A small investment in professional grading could pay off big time if your penny turns out to be the next $1.8 million find. The discovery of a coin like this is a reminder that rare finds are still out there, and they could be hiding in your pocket change or a forgotten coin jar. As coin collecting continues to grow in popularity, who knows what other treasures might be discovered? So, keep an eye on your pennies. You never know when you might strike gold. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to your channel name, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. And let us know in the comments, what's the most valuable coin in your collection? Have you ever found an old penny and wondered if it could be worth more than just 1 cent? What if I told you that a simple 1962 Lincoln penny, yes, the one that most people overlook, could actually be worth a staggering $1.9 million? That's right, 1 penny could change your life forever. But what makes this particular coin so valuable? Stick around as we dive into the fascinating story behind this extraordinary coin, what to look for, and how you could potentially strike it rich. To truly understand why the 1962 Lincoln penny is so valuable, we need to start with a little history. The Lincoln penny, also known as the Lincoln cent, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a president, breaking away from the traditional designs of Liberty and other classical figures. By 1962, the penny had undergone several changes, including the removal of the wheat ears on the reverse side in favor of the Lincoln Memorial, which was introduced in 1959. But what sets the 1962 Lincoln penny apart from others minted that year? The D mint mark signifies that the penny was minted in Denver. In 1962, millions of pennies were produced at the Denver Mint, but not all pennies are created equal. Among these millions, a very rare and unique error occurred during the minting process, one that would later catapult this penny into numismatic legend. The 1962 Lincoln penny's value skyrockets due to a rare minting error, one that is nearly impossible to spot with the naked eye but makes all the difference to collectors. The error in question is known as a double die, or die variety, error. What does this mean? Essentially, the coin was struck twice by the die, causing a doubling effect on certain parts of the design. This could be on the date, the mint mark, or even on Lincoln's portrait. Such errors are highly sought after by collectors because they are so rare and unique. The double die error on the 1962 penny is particularly interesting because it's not easily noticeable. It requires careful examination, often with a magnifying glass or microscope. But for those who are lucky enough to find one, this tiny error can turn a penny into a $1 million treasure. So how did this penny go from being worth just 1 cent to $1.9 million? The answer lies in the coin's journey through the numismatic world. When a rare coin like this 1962 Lincoln penny is discovered, it often attracts the attention of collectors and auction houses. The rarity of the double die error makes it a prized possession, and collectors are willing to pay a premium for it. In this case, the penny in question was in exceptional condition, graded as MS67RD by the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS). This means it was nearly flawless, with its original red luster intact, a factor that dramatically increases its value. When the coin was finally put up for auction, it sparked a bidding war among serious collectors, driving the price higher and higher until it reached the incredible sum of $1.9 million. This sale set a record for the highest amount ever paid for a 1962 Lincoln penny, cementing its place in numismatic history. Now, you might be wondering, do I have a 1962 Lincoln penny worth $1.9 million sitting in my coin jar? It's certainly possible, but you need to know what to look for. First, check the date and mint mark. The D under the date indicates it was minted in Denver, which is a good start. Then, examine the coin carefully for any signs of doubling, particularly on the date, mint mark, or the details of Lincoln's face. You may need a magnifying glass or even a microscope to see it clearly. Next, consider the condition of the coin. The highest values are reserved for coins in mint, or near mint condition, with a bright red appearance. Coins that have been circulated and show wear are still valuable, but they won't fetch the same high prices. Finally, if you believe you have a valuable penny, it's worth getting it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. This can provide you with an official grade and increase your chances of selling it for a high price. While the 1962D Lincoln penny is currently making headlines, it's not the only penny worth a fortune. Other valuable pennies include the 1943 copper penny, which was accidentally minted during World War II when most pennies were made of steel, and the 1955 double-dyed penny, another famous era coin. These pennies, along with others, prove that sometimes the smallest things can hold the greatest value. So, next time you come across an old penny, take a closer look. You might just discover a hidden treasure. The story of the 1962D Lincoln penny is a reminder that you never know what hidden gems might be lying around in your pocket change. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the thrill of the hunt is part of what makes numismatics so exciting. So, keep your eyes peeled, and who knows? The next penny you find might just be worth millions. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins and other collectibles, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting! Follow us on social media for more exciting content, and join our community of collectors who are passionate about discovering the hidden treasures in everyday life. Worth over $1 million? Well, you're about to discover the incredible story behind the 1961D Lincoln cent, a coin that's now valued at a staggering $1.2 million. In this video, we'll dive deep into what makes this penny so special, its historical significance, and how it skyrocketed to its current market value. So, if you've got a jar of old coins lying around, you might want to check them after this. The Lincoln cent, introduced in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, is one of the most iconic and longest-running coin series in U.S. history. With its enduring design featuring Lincoln's profile on the obverse and the wheat ears, later replaced by the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, it's a coin that's been in almost every American's pocket. But not all pennies are created equal. While millions of Lincoln cents were minted in 1961, both in Philadelphia and Denver, one particular coin from the Denver Mint, marked by the D Mint mark, has caught the attention of collectors and experts alike. The 1961D Lincoln cent might look like any other penny at first glance, but several factors set this coin apart. The coin in question is a rare specimen, known for its exceptional condition, nearly perfect strike, and impeccable surfaces, traits that are incredibly hard to find in a coin that's over 60 years old. To fetch such a high value, a coin must be nearly flawless. The 1961D Lincoln cent that sold for $1.2 million was graded by experts as a MS-67+ by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. The MS stands for mint state, meaning it was never circulated and remains in the same condition as when it was minted. The plus signifies that it's one of the finest examples of that grade, making it extraordinarily rare. Out of the millions of 1961D Lincoln cents produced, only a tiny fraction have been graded at this level, making it a true gem for collectors. Coins are not just about metal and design, they're a piece of history. The 1961D Lincoln cent was minted during a period of significant change and optimism in America, just before the civil rights movement gained momentum, and during the early years of the space race. For collectors, owning a coin like this isn't just about its value, it's about holding a tangible piece of history. What makes this particular penny so valuable isn't just its grade but also its place in numismatic history. High-grade coins from this period, especially in such pristine condition, are incredibly rare. Add to that the historical significance, and you have a coin that's worth every penny of its $1.2 million price tag. So how did this humble penny reach such astronomical value? It all comes down to demand and rarity. When this particular 1961D Lincoln cent went up for auction, collectors and investors knew it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The bidding war that ensued drove the price up to an astonishing $1.2 million, setting a record for this type of coin. The value of rare coins, especially in top conditions, has been steadily rising. With the growing number of collectors entering the market and the increasing scarcity of such coins, prices have been driven up to unprecedented levels. 1. Begin by collecting more common coins and learning the basics of grading and valuation. 2. Focus on the condition of the coins. The better the condition, the more valuable it can be. 3. Understanding the historical context and rarity of a coin can help you make more informed decisions. 4. If you think you have a rare coin, get it professionally graded. This can significantly increase its value. 5. Coin collecting is a long-term investment. Prices can fluctuate, so patience is essential. The story of the 1961 Lincoln cent is a testament to the incredible value that can be found in even the smallest pieces of history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, the world of numismatics is full of fascinating stories and potentially life-changing finds. Thanks for watching! If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more incredible stories from the world of coins and collectibles. Who knows what treasure you might find next?